Hi, very good morning to you. Welcome back to Gamer Classes. So I was telling you about my time with the siblings in my school, and well, uh, every year in the month of December, after the Christmas, we used to have our annual cultural program, and there were some plays organized and some song and dance sequences and some group dance like that. So there was one particular year, I think, yes, it was sixth only. The exams were over, and because in those days exams were held in first and second week of December, and the results were out in the next week, and we used to have a very carefree Christmas celebration, and then the annual culture program followed. So one year we decided to play this Hiranyakashipu, the Demon King. And I was chosen to play the role of Demon King because of I was slightly taller, and that role had a lot of nuances. He was a king, he was a demon, he was a father, he was a husband, and he was a ruler. He had so many layers in his character. I don't know whether I had those layers or not, but my class teacher, who was in charge of organizing that play, chose me to play the role of Hiranyakashipu. And the role of Prahlad, Bhakt Prahlad, his son, who was a devotee of the god, was played by Satish, because Satish was the cutest chap, a childlike, and he simply walked into that role. There couldn't have been a better cast for Bhakt Prahlad. And these two girls, Sarita and Savita, they played the queen, and there were other characters, but mainly these were the characters, the Hiranyakashipu, the Demon King, Bhakt Prahlad, and well, then there was this character of yes, Narsimha. Narsimha was a half man, half beast, and since Hiranyakashipu has that blessing from God that nobody can kill him, neither the man nor the demon, nor any creature. So, but Hiranyakashipu was the able king and a demon. Stood against anything which was noble and which was pious. So finally he had to be killed, and there has to be a way to kill him. So that is why the god created this Narsimha, who was a half man and half beast. So my class teacher, Meera, was contemplating who will suit the role, and well, then Vijay offered to play that role, and Vijay, I often had a fight with Vijay because he always used to pick some petty issues because I guess he had some grudge against me. Maybe because very often he was scolded for not doing his homework and not doing the things which we are supposed to do. He was a naughty child and rather always full of mischiefs, and most of the teacher, not only our class teacher, they often gave him punishment. Sometimes they told him to stay in the ground for hours. Sometimes he was told to stand on 1 feet, and sometimes he was asked to kneel down like a cock. Well, so he was quite used to getting these punishments. He was really a bad boy. But and he had issues with me. So I think when that character Narsimha was supposed to be selected, he smelled the chance and offered that he had previously played the role of Narsimha in the some other play, and so he knows how to do this. So she can select him. Though she wasn't very keen, but well, he pestered and finally she agreed. So that was it. And I'll tell you why he chose to play the role of Narsimha, because the Narsimha in the final scene of this play kills Hiranyakashipu by tearing apart his belly. So Vijay basically wanted that moment because that gave him a chance to for retribution, the kind only he understood, because it was only a play and we are enacting our role, so nothing was personal. But I think he took it to another level. It was all personal for him because it was getting him a chance to settle the score. Anyway, I wasn't bothered. I was too engrossed to play my role with aplomb. And well, finally, we rehearsed for days and days, and on 28th December that year, after the Christmas, that play was, in fact, our entire annual cultural festival was organized at the city's town hall, and after the initial inaugural ceremonies and some of the dances and some of the group songs well came the turn of our play, and it started, and the audience really loved it because we had practiced a lot, and every dialogue was delivered with a lot of passion and a lot of involvement, and the audience really loved it because they knew about the story all along, and they could connect with the story. But seeing it in the local town hall being enacted by actors was a very unique experience for him. And well, the play went on, and finally that scene came in when Hiranyakashipu was supposed to be killed by that Narsimha. And when Narsimha finally took Hiranyakashipu, though I was taller in size and he was rather smaller, but anyway, he managed, and he took me in his lap, and he was with his steel nails and with a very thunderous laugh, he started tearing apart my belly, and that was the moment the both sisters, Savita and Sarita, were standing because they were playing queens, and they just lost, and they forgot that they were playing their part in the role. And when they saw that Vijay is about to tear apart, and in fact he displayed histrionics which wasn't part of the initial play, and we never rehearsed it, but I think he took it too far and started laughing in a very mad and a berserk way. And when he really put his fingers searching for my belly, then that was the time the both sisters started crying, started shrieking and shouting, and they came and charged on Vijay. How can you do that? You are a bad boy, we know. You cannot do him. You cannot do it to him. And they went on shouting, and that was not what we had planned. That was not what my class teacher had planned. It just ruined everything, but I think audience couldn't understand, and they still clapped vigorously. But then that play had gone well in a direction we never planned, and the curtain fell down, and that was it. So that was the play we performed in the town hall that year, and it went the way we never planned. But things often go that way, and the life also doesn't go the way you plan. Sometimes it has its own way of moving around, and such unexpected things do happen. So that's it, guys. Enjoy your time and stay safe. Bye bye. I love you all.